What a amazingly blessed day this is, my dears. And it's because, my dear, you, Sarah, Lisa, Jim, Clark, Ellen are here. What a blessed day it is. I'm wondering if we can have a day today that is different like any other. And we're going to look at this idea of what's in the gap. What's between the breaths? What is between the thoughts? What is between one emotion into another emotional thing? It gets the mind riled up, and spinning around trying to figure it out, right? So we're going to see if there's some magic in between things. Maybe the unseen, invisible, intangible one will reveal herself or himself to us today if we take that approach and look for the invisible rather than the visible. Look for the intangible rather than having something in your hands that is tactful and you can feel it and taste it, right? And things like that. So I'm kind of excited to give that a go. How about you all? Does it sound like it's something that you might want to consider for this morning? Huh? Because we're mightily blessed, my dears. We're mightily blessed, and in the eyes of the Creator, we're this is the most important day of ever that we've ever had in all our many lives. Who knows if you counted them all up, how many days that is? So let's just close our eyes for a moment and consider this. Let's find the gap. Let's go into the gap. Let's go between our thoughts. Let's go between our feelings and then get into that pure feeling called devotion. What do you love? What do you really love? Can you hold it there for a moment right now? What do you really love? What really loves you? And you just pause. That's a good word for what we're talking about. Can you just pause and feel what love is for you and what love is and giving it away? What that feels like to give love away and what it feels like to love yourself and what it feels like to be loved and feel it coming into your heart space from an invisible, intangible source, streaming live into your heart space. Let's just imagine these things if you want to. And we'll just have a little prayer. Oh, Spirit, bless each one of us. It's a time of the year, it's the time of our incarnations, it's the time of everything that we've put aside because we maybe were too afraid to address it, to show itself to us today so that we can bless it because we were afraid to address it. Let's have it appear to us today so we can bless it. What we were afraid to address, let's bless. How does that feel? How does it feel? Feeling is everything when it's purified with the idea of devotion or what you love the most and what loves you the most. How does it feel to bless what has been put aside to address later when there is no later? There's only the now. How does it feel to bless it? Isn't that something? To bless that, those hidden little things. Sometimes they're the DDSs, I call them the deep dark secrets. And now we bless it. We bless what we might have thought were limitations that we have, not so good stuff, and we bless it. Today is I believe it's 246th day of 365, my dears. This year, 2025, is today. And today we bless what we haven't addressed. Wow. Someone wrote this. It's very beautiful. Let's start here, or let's continue and consider this. Love yourself. Love yourself. Maybe that's your blessing to yourself, is to love yourself. This is your time, your moment, right here, day 246 of 365 in the year 2025. You never would have thought of it that way, right? That you might be considering this moment as a time to hold yourself close like a gift, to hold yourself close like a gift. You get to unwrap again and again today, in the gaps, in the pauses, in between all that intellectual stuff that we do, all that trying to maybe change the situation. And we know it's impossible for us to change the outer, but we still try. Maybe we go into the gap and unwrap again this amazing blessing that we are giving ourselves of love. And we look at ourselves with the same awe, the same wow and awe of looking at a beautiful sunset. But we look at ourselves as that beautiful sunset. We are the sun. We are the light of the world. We are the light that brings happiness and joy into people's embodiments that they haven't felt maybe since they were in the inner worlds. And they forgot what it was like to be embraced completely by the infinite love of God. So we look at ourselves with the same awe and wonder that we save for those things that really, really move our soul. And we bring it in. We bring it in because we use our free will. Our will is free. It's tuned to the harmony of God's infinite nature. It's attuned to the harmony of God's infinite presence. So we wrap ourselves not only in that love, but in kindness, like it's what keeps you warm, like a blanket. Going to be getting chillier these days in the month of September. We move into the winter time, fall time, and winter time. What about wrapping yourself in kindness like it's what keeps you warm? And then hug yourself when it feels like no one else will. And then hug yourself when it feels like no one else will. And there's a 99.9% chance that not many people are going to be thinking of hugging you today, unless you're one of those lucky souls. So don't wait. Don't wait for somebody out of the blue or even in your own house to give you that hug. when you can feel its warmth, that hug, and feel like feel like no one else can give you that hug in this present moment but you. How's that? In this present moment, a divine love hug, divine love hug. And this goes on to say, protect your storybook story today. It's the greatest love story ever told. Your romance with the divine beloved that is found in the gaps between our humanness and our divinity, right in those gaps, right in those pauses. So protect your little dream story, as Yogananda says it. God is the cosmic dreamer, and we are the co-dreamers. We're the co-dreamers with God. So protect your little storybook story of your life right now. Like it's your favorite book. Like it's your autobiography of a yogi, maybe. Or some other spiritual classic. And every time you go to it, lifts your spirit, lifts your mood, lifts your worries. So as you cherish your storybook story, my dears, stand in the light. Stand in the light. Let it pour. Let it pour into you like a beautiful shower. You know, you get into a shower and it's got the great spray to it. It's just the way you love it. And you can get to the hot water easily. Everything works great on that shower. Pour the light into yourself. Pour it in. Like you're turning the knob on a beautiful shower. It just is the perfect shower for you. And now it's the light. And as it pours into your pores, into the depths of your spiritual bodies, let it remind you gently and boldly just how much you truly glow. Let it remind you just how much you truly glow. So relax right now. Let go. Let the spirit do what it wants to do more than anything in the three worlds. And that is to absorb you into itself, to consume you into the divine light and this ever increasing joy and love of God. So into the gap we deeply go, between our thoughts, between our feelings that are more emotional than devotional. But into the gap, we go beneath the surface. We go into the depths of our being, into the depths of our beingness where only light shines the brightest. And God's presence is the most near and the dear. And this reading I have for you now is from the spirit of the hippie, which is perfect for what we're talking about. That spirit that you had when you were in high school or college, where you weren't afraid to explore, to experience, to reach out, to seek deeply, and to love passionately. This is called a gentle pause. A gentle pause. We just described a loving pause. This is a gentle pause that we can find in the depths of us between the words. A gentle pause is like a breath of fresh air. So your next incoming breath, whether you're indoors or outdoors, breathe a breath of fresh air. Good chance you're going to have some fresh air where you are today. It's fresh, coming straight from the source of God presence, the air. Now, Des Moines Ma said, every breath is a gift from God. Every breath is a gift from God. So this gentle pause is like a gift or a breath of God, breath of fresh air. This gentle pause is the stillness between moments, the stillness between moments. Ah, stop, says Yogananda. Stop. And out of the silence will loom the divine presence. And this gentle pause is like a soft exhale, like a soft exhale after life's rush of a busy day. breath that is like a sigh, and you're not afraid or shy to sigh out the rush of daily life. And if you're really aware, if you're really calm, if you sighed it all out and are left completely, almost naked in the purity of your spirit body, you will feel the mind settle and the heart open. The mind settles as the heart door opens. And your whole body, mind, heart, and soul remembers its rhythm. The harmony rushes in, and you're tuned like a pitchfork to the highest frequency you can experience in your physical, astral, and causal bodies. So today, of all days, and how can it not be the day of all days? 346 day out of 365 becomes your magic portal, the highlight of your life as you move through this day. And are able to pause. Time will slow, my dears. Time will slow. And you'll notice the light. You'll notice the air, which is that gift, God, in your lungs. The gift of God in your lungs. And the steady beat of a heart in love with love herself and being loved by love herself. That's what your heartbeat will represent today. You will feel spacious and full of possibility without a plan, and total spontaneity of your free spirit and the freedom you are feeling. as an immortal, you'll notice how gratitude whispers to you, whispers to you its true nature of being grateful for everything at all times. Those whispers, gentle whispers, will give you that experience of what gratitude really is like. And your compassion will grow leaps and bounds in a deep appreciation of the tiniest little detail of today, in the deepest little detail, hardly noticeable, will bring you the highlight of your day. So finally, my dears, on this September 4th, 2025, 265 or 245 or 246, whatever I said earlier, let's listen to these final words to cap the gap. When the world feels relentless, allow a gentle pause. Close your eyes, be still, and breathe. Let peace wash over you like a breath of fresh air, which in our case is a breath of God. So lay yourself down in the most beautiful imagery you can bring up into your mind with your intuitive imagination right now. Lay yourself down by a beautiful lake, a beautiful river, a beautiful scene in nature, just the happiest place that you can imagine right now. And completely rest in peace. We thank you, O Spirit, for your download today. We so appreciate it. Deeper and deeper, we appreciate you, which is appreciating ourselves. Ourselves are getting spirit worthy. Always has been spirit worthy. Can't be in anything else but spirit worthy. But now we're acknowledging and experiencing what it's like to be ourselves, empty of the noise and attuned to the pause. We thank you that this is so. Thank you for your love, your unceasing love, and giving us the ability to love you in return with that same love, and love our world with that same love, and love ourselves especially with that same love. And so it is. So be it. Namaste. Aho. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Or is it Tuesday? Do I have my days wrong? Yeah.
It's Thursday, Tom.
Okay, thank you. I got lost in the gap. I don't care. That's the new day today where you don't really know even what day it is. You don't care. That's great. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, thank you, Marty. Have a wonderful day. I hope you're feeling great. Your dog is well, your family's well, your hubby's well, everybody's well. Good. I'm glad to hear that. And the Ryan G, thanks for jumping on. And the Clarks, thanks for jumping on, as always. Ellen, same thing. Have a beautiful Wednesday. Just kidding. Thursday. It's the pause day. Come on. All right, my dears. Any thoughts or feelings? You're all good? Okay. You look good. You look good. That's what we love. All right. Love you. Enjoy today. We'll all enjoy it together in the gap. How's that? Okay, so we love, we see, we care, and we share. And then if Lynn was here, she would be doing this. Put in the magic spell, the little bow at the top of the gift of God's love today. All right. Love you. Namaste.
Namaste.
See you tomorrow.